We up?
Bring that sign on this side. Yeah.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors to our elder apostles as well as the elder bishops who labor to teach us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word, truth, sincerity, and indeed. We are a branch of the branch of Great Millstone, Chicago, coming at you reporting live from the belly of the beast. Another Saturday with some more of it. Whoever got it?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And all those things are upon Babylon and the world, man. And before I give Israel this great news, somebody get that Sirach 25:7. Yeah, to get kind.
I got it right here. It says, Sirach 25:7, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that has joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
And we're watching the fall of our enemy through their own acts, through their own things. All right? So those of you who know me and been listening, I have had this case that I've been ongoing battling with the powers that be, a lawsuit against governmental fraud. And the ruling judge, way back a year ago, last week of August of 2023, after about 4 years of battling to even get it in court, all right, they were trying to keep it out of court. Nevertheless, a year later, she still hadn't ruled on my case. All right? So I had this open case. What happened to expedient trial and all that shit. And you have to understand that America has been operating illegally within its own law system, doing things to the citizens of America which are completely and totally which are completely illegal against the Constitution. All right, so they've been doing this already. All right, so now in that court case, it was me versus 2 state's attorneys and the judge, and I clowned both those state's attorneys to the point to where they were both silent, and the judge sided with me. All right, it was one of the most epic days of my life. So, because I had really. They didn't expect me to come like I came. They didn't expect me to know what I know, and that their $100,000 law degrees meant absolute shit against a man of the Lord when the power of the Lord is with you, man. All right, so I pretty much rebuked them, beat them at their own game, and they tried to get it dismissed, and the judge would not dismiss it because the judge acknowledged that she had dominion over this. All right, we had to let a few of the Rough Riders go by. All right, so all of a sudden, out of nowhere, what's today, the 29th? 28th. As of, the 28th, that's right, it's a day later. Of the 27th, I just happened to look up in my email, and I got an email from the courts. Hadn't heard from the courts in 8-9 months. I get an email saying that my case was closed. So I got excited. I'm like, closed. And I'm like, oh shit, well then I won. I said I had to have won. All right, so then we start looking into it. It didn't say dismissed. All right, you know, they try to dismiss your case to get you out of there. It said closed. All right, then I started looking at it more and it said warning. I'm like, damn, why did it say that? So after looking a little bit further into it, it had been dismissed in a roundabout way, the same way they implemented the Pact of the Future of America. And it had been dismissed because the judge said it's not dismissed with prejudice. You can't fight this and bring it back, but this case is closed. And that she had no jurisdiction over the case, which she had already admitted in court that she did twice, matter of fact. So I'm like, And then the Lord, last night, it came to me. The future, the pact of the future for America supersedes all American law. And what you Americans don't know is that there is no more Bill of Rights and Constitution. Now they literally can do whatever the fuck they want to do. A lot of people are about to get railroaded from minor things right into the system. That's where we are. And I prophesied it because I said, if I win this case, the end is going to come with weeks or months right after. And I said, if I lose this case, it's because they're going to stretch it out until the Constitution, until the law is done away with, because there's going to be a new system. Well, guess what? That system is here. All right, so all this battle and me talking about that has been relevant to what's going on in there. All right, it's been, and so Obadiah 1 and 6 real quick. And somebody get Psalm 64.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought out?
No, that was it. How is hidden things searched out? First and foremost, through the Holy Spirit, through the scriptures. If the Lord is not dealing with you, you're not going to get that. Right. And there's a lot of people out there, the Lord is not dealing with them, especially if they still calling on that J word. Right? You know they done. The black only Israelites, you know they done. No, he cannot. He gotta get it up. He gonna get rolled. The Yahshua, you know, those guys, you know, the Yisrael, the Yaquas, the Yaquas, all these, yeah, them people screwed, man. They might as well just go back and be Seventh-day Adventists and Baptists and Christians, and, you know, and all that. Okay? But somebody get that song. Start at verse 1.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 1. It says, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
From fear of the enemy. Who's the enemy? The enemy is the people who are the enemy to those people on that side. All right? Because those are the true children of Israel. Those are the true people of the Lord, man. And some of them know it, and many of them don't. All right? Some of them acknowledge it, and many of them don't. Remember, it's more of the 2/3 than it is of the 1/3. All right? Continue.
Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
And this future pact is the work is definitely what he just read.
That's right.
Because you Americans don't realize you don't have a Bill of Rights and Constitution anymore. So the rights that you thought you have, you don't have. And once the masses wake up to that, pew pew pew. Second Ezra 15 to 16, man. All right, read.
Who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
Every time they gather together, they're wetting their tongues like swords, man. To shoot arrows at the people. All right? To do harm to the people. And so it's basically the left versus the right, because guess what? It was the Democrats, and we're not political people up here at all. We're people of the Lord, man. But it was the Democrats who pushed for this. So the Democrats just put the power of America into the hands of the United Nations. The WEF and the WHO. And the WHO, the WEF, and the United Nations now rule here in America. So your flag, it means absolutely shit. All right? You go to court, you have no more rights. Right, and the judge just admitted she has a damn Supreme Court judge sent me a letter telling me she has no jurisdiction over a matter that's dealing with civil law. She has ultimate, but all of a sudden she doesn't, and I was like, and I put 2 and 2 together. And it's funny that I get that letter, I get that notice right after the pact. So on the 22nd, the future pact went into effect, and then this case I've been fighting for all this time. Basically, how long, Capo? Since 2017?
Yeah.
I've been fighting this since 2017, man. I've been fighting this. And you know, and I finally got to the point, and I knew I had them when they kept trying to keep it out of court. I was like, damn, if you're so secure and I'm wrong, why not just bring me into court, clown me, and send me home and make me pay? They didn't want this in court because they had no defense against me. So I'm still ecstatic in the fact that I know that I beat them.
Right.
That they had to, they had to basically shoot the champion, take the gold medal, and wear it just so they can then boast that they the champion. That's basically what they did, man. All right, read.
They bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
To shoot in secret at the perfect, right? The perfect are the people of the Lord, man. And we're nowhere near perfect right now, but that's what it's talking about. Read.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily.
So they get together and they have all these meetings and they sign all these, and they did this thing on a sneak, right? Because, and to know that they were going to do this, Title 4D, which is child support, right? Title 4D is out of the Hague. It's not American. It's not American at all. It is a foreign treaty. And before this pact was implemented, it was illegal to put an American under a foreign treaty. So they've been operating outside the law for a long time, under the color of law, under the which is fraud, which is everything we're reading. All right, these people get together and they find these clever ways to do fraudulent things to the American citizens. Title 4D has been that, they call it the darling of the court. All right, it's been their biggest scam, and they basically been destroying people, mainly men, and destroying people's lives and destroying families. Because the truth of the matter is that Title 4D does more damage. Look at society now. All these single moms and all these young idiots that's running around doing the stuff that they do. All right, because they're being raised by women who can't raise men. All right, and raising these men to be the very men that they complain about later on. All right, it's retarded, man. It's the irony of it. Okay, but the system that be did that on purpose, and the truth of the matter is that it was targeted at the Israelites. It was targeted at Jake, but now it's affecting everybody. All right, because now you got Edomite men. For those who don't know, that's white men all in court. All of a sudden you got white baby mamas. They're suffering under the same things, but that's real quick before we continue. Deuteronomy 37.
Got it. This is Deuteronomy. Oh. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. And Yahweh thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
Right. So now the same curses that are upon us are falling on the other nations. All right. You're starting to see homeless Chinese, homeless Indians, homeless white people. They're going through. The curses are now falling upon them that have been upon us. All right. Okay. Back to that song.
This is back in Psalms 64:5. It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
So who shall see us? So the same way that they passed Title 4D way back in 1993, where there was no one there when they did it to dispute it or come against it. And the Clintons were behind that, by the way. It's always the damn Democrats. The same group of people got together and a roundabout way avoided the procedures of law, and they passed this thing into, while everybody was focusing on Diddy.
Right. Cardi B
and Diddy. Everybody's focusing on that, mainly Diddy at the time. Now Cardi is a further distraction. But while everybody was paying attention to that, they took away basically the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. They're as good as toilet paper right now. All right? They're as good as toilet paper at this point. Right? There's no need to have guards standing over them and locked up in the case. It don't matter no more. All right? I guess it'll be something for some rich son of a bitch to have to put in their house, to own it. Somebody that's definitely a part of the system. To say, well, this is when I had no power. All right? Now, none of you, have any defense against me. All right? Evil doctor. Right, evil ass Dr. Evil ass. All right?
They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow.
Yep. Go ahead.
Suddenly they shall be wounded.
And one of those things is an actual arrow that the Lord has plan for them, but he also wounded them with the mouth of his prophets. Somebody get that in 2 Thessalonians. All right, because we've been out here, you know, telling and warning the people of what's about to happen.
This second Thessalonians 2 and verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth,
Right?
and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So there it is, man. So with the spirit of the mouth of the prophet, the Lord speaks through his prophets. All right? That's how the Lord speaks. He speaks through his prophets, man. And the prophets of the great millstone and the true brothers that teach the likewise doctrine, they've been on the highways and byways throughout Babylon and around the world, sounding the alarm and speaking the truth of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. And meanwhile, you always got some whistleblower telling on Esau, one of their own. All right, it's always some whistleblower. You had a whistleblower, just a couple days ago. Some FBI whistleblower telling you that all shit's about to hit the fan, and everybody needs to buy food and water, and if you don't have pew-pews, to get them. It was the FBI whistleblower that just came out and told the world that. You can go to, what's that guy, JWTV? He did a report on it. The real nerdy Edomite from down south, they always wear the hat, the hillbilly, they look like he be chewing tobacco with the real soft voice. This is big news. That guy, all right? My man Dabu 7, eyes open. Right. Dabu 7 and Jake, man. But everybody's reporting on this, man. So read it again. 64.
This is back in Psalm 64, in verse 5 again. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily.
Jump right up to 8.
Back in Psalm 64 and 8, it says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
They make their tongue fall upon themselves, man. All right? They make their tongues fall upon themselves. They're always giving up secrets and revealing things. And it's usually some one of their own who gives up these secrets. And it gets leaked. It's always a leak or whistle. And the thing is that when somebody exposes wrongdoing, right? If I expose that men are being exploited, women are being exploited, children are being exploited, I should be made a hero. Right. But in a lot of cases here, you get made the villain. All right? You pointing out, oh my God, they're shooting civilians and we gotta stop this. Right? And you can't report it, all of a sudden you disappear. You get put in a hole. Right? Right. You know? You get told that you put the national security at risk. No, these motherfuckers you got out here killing people, unaliving civilians and non-combatants, they making the other nations want to rise up and blow shit up or whatever the hell. All right? So what blows me away is Jacob, because not that I'm like pro Republican, but goddamn, how much more does the Democratic Party have to do before you people wake up to they're the Democrats? Right. Just like my gay ass client used to call them. He used to call them the Democrats and the Republicans. That's what he used to say. All right? And I was like, damn, that's kind of clever. I'm not going to use it. All right? But that's exactly what they are, man. These damn Democrats. You know? They do the worst things to the American people, and yet you people still cheer them on. All right? Because guess what? They just bent y'all all the fuck over. And they gonna go get the Diddy Lou. Because y'all all just got fucked or about to get it. All right? They're gonna release Diddy. Let him do it.
Release the diddler.
Right. Bring it out, brother.
That's Revelation 12, verse 12. And they therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
You want
And that's what the elder was going into, man. the fact that he shared his insight, personal lives with dealing with his case, and how it translates over to the true spiritually, man. And we can see that even in the smallest things, Esau Edom is unfair, and he's supposed to be fair in those things according to his constitution, and he's not. So when the word tells us that Esau Edom is going to come down in great wrath, because he know he got a short time, then we can know and see just by the elder shedding testimony that Esau Edom is coming down, because he's not even telling the people that the Constitution is done away with. He's distracting them so he can come in and be the devil that he is.
Yeah, because all these laws that they're implementing, all these things that they're not even laws, all these statutes and codes that they intend to implement, basically tramples right on the Constitution. All right, the Constitution get mushed.
Yeah.
Get your bitch ass out the way. This what we doing. Right, they mushing the Bill of Rights too. The Constitution got mushed and the Bill of Rights getting kicked in the ass. Right, pretty much. This what we doing.
Yeah.
Right, with a D, not this.
Right.
This what we doing.
And if I may, that whole pact with the UN, when they ceding over all the power to the Hudak, they can shut down the country for any number of crises. You could have a climate crisis. You could have a sickness crisis. You could have a banking crisis. You could have an agricultural crisis. There's so many different.
You can have a migrant crisis. They tried to create a fake gang war here in America,
Right.
and here in Chicago, between the GDs and the Venezuelans, man. And a lot of people saw through it, but then there's a lot of dummies who didn't see through it. There's a lot of people that was believing that shit, man. All right, and then they got some Jake talking about he was locked up for 20 years old, a damn GD enforcer, and none of the GDs noticed it. Right. All the real enforcers and the real GDs, they don't know this guy. They not acknowledging him. Right. All right. Right. You know, and I called it. So that was the Lord gave me confirmation because my cousin was one of them niggas. All right. And I sent the video to him, and he called me back, and he like, cuz.
Who is this nigga?
I don't know this nigga. I was like, what? He's like, man, he was like, let me call Chip. So he hollered at Chip. He got back, hey, cuz, Chip don't know this nigga. Also, I'm talking about men who at gang meetings with fucking Larry Hoover, man. In them big meetings that they used to have on Whitworth and in Washington Park, 300 and 400 folks in the park. All right? These men were there. So nobody knows this guy, man. You know, he was there when the split came. It used to be the BGDN, Black Gangster Disciple Nation, and split. And it became the BDs, Black Disciples, and the GDs, Gangster Disciples. Yep. My cousin was there doing the split, and he rode with the GDs. But he still had friends with BDs. They all grew up together. All right? And there was only one block split. And all them little clowns on O Block, they all the sons and grandchildren of them dudes. Yep. All right? They fathers and uncles and shit all used to run together. They were just folks. Wasn't no BD and GD. All right? Wasn't none of that. They ran together back then.
I don't know this nigga.
So it was three of us. Right, exactly. They was like, who mans is this? Nobody. So but they put it on CNN. They had it on they give anything on a false witness. They and the accused of our brother. They had it on CNN. Wait for him to get closer to him. Get his in. All right. Yeah, he messed with the prophets, man. Satan said that. All right. Who got it?
That's Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his anointing. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night.
Right, they constantly accusing us, man. And the Venezuelans were being made a scapegoat. Right. And they also being made the new niggas. Because the truth of the matter is, man, I mean, they do a little minor shit, but they ain't really out here, you know. They ain't really right. And then my mans and my cousin sent me the recording, and I ended up actually using it in my video. And so the third witness, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, the third witness like, man, them niggas ain't over there doing that. He said, yeah, they got an apartment. They got 3 apartments over there,
Right.
and they be bringing their whole crew through. But all they be doing is smoking weed and fucking with the niggas, smoking weed with the niggas, and the niggas trying to get up with their women.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you got all these pretty ass women that barely speak English,
Right.
with all these cheeks.
Right.
You know,
And
you
real
know
hair.
how Judah is. They
Real
got
hair,
real
yeah.
hair and they want to smoke weed. So Judah all over. So it's gonna be a whole bunch of, you know, you're gonna see a lot of pregnant Venezuelans hanging on the arm of Negroes real soon.
Read
I
on.
promise you. And they not going to war and fighting each other. And the crazy thing, the only ones that they actually getting into physical confrontations with is other Northern Kingdom. They getting into it with Issachar. Because Issachar mad as hell, which they should, being the way that Issachar was treated here in America. And then you just let these motherfuckers come in and get everything.
Right.
So the Mexicans are mad as fuck. Like, hold on. All the shit we went through, and y'all just, and still fighting again.
Right.
And these motherfuckers just come in and they got 5,000 on this card, 10,000 on this card, free rent and all this other shit. You know? So the only ones that's actually been getting into physical confrontation, especially up in around the Humboldt Park area, has been the Latin Kings up there getting into it with the Venezuelans. But that's about it.
Right.
It ain't. So they ain't been fighting with Judah in the hood and all that shit. You know, ain't nobody stupid, man. The Venezuelans, they deep in the hood, but they know they ain't that deep. You know, right? You know, why you gonna go? You know, you one ant, you gonna go talk shit to a whole ant hill. Right. Exactly. They ain't stupid, man. Bring it out, brother.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, from the top at verse 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
There you go. That's Esau Edom, man. They've been, and you got to remember too, anything that makes the headlines is now history. So this is evidence that they falsify history right here in your fucking face. So if you can falsify history that happened last week, how much more 200 years ago? How much more 400 or 500 years ago? So, you know, Western history lies constantly. Every day they get on the media and and mainstream media have been pushing that false narrative. Those headlines is instant history. What's something that's in the news is history. All right, you can go back and find an old news file, the newspaper clippings, and pull it up about this murderer and that murderer and all the body and all that stuff, man. So if you got a false story like this, somebody will be, if you know, hypothetically, we know America don't have that much longer, but they'd be able to pull up this story about when the Venezuelans went to war with the GDs and it never even fucking happened. So this place is full of lies, man. They mad on the comment board, brother? Of course they are.
This is Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Yeah, that's mainly you Edomites, man. And you people on the comment board who got a problem with it, just go click on something else, man. Go watch a Diddy video or something. Go play with yourself. I don't give a fuck. Get off the page, man. All right? This is not for you. All right? Everything that I'm saying could either be backed up by scriptures or fact checked. I'm not making
Looking
shit
at
up.
what they dumbass.
That's right. You watching it happen.
Right.
Real life. And you still scoffing.
Right.
Dumbass. I got it, right? I got it. Bring it out, brother.
This is Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. It says Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
Read it again.
God. Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
Right, so they falling down headlong, man. Being exposed, being made a fool of. right? And being made a fool of, man. All right? And you gotta, you know, you really gotta be pathetic, man. This is Saturday. Babylon is still functioning. All right? There's women everywhere. All right? I mean, I'm looking at half-dressed women right now. East up here. All right? And all you got nothing better to do but to get on the comment board. Right. I mean, what you on your way to you left the movies. Went home so you can get on the comment board and talk shit.
Right.
I mean,
Nigga
you
crack,
got nothing. Really?
Cracked his knuckles. Took
Right.
a sip of Sprite. Put the hat backwards.
No, he took a sip of Coca-Cola.
Right.
Show you how stupid you are.
In the aluminum can.
Just so you can talk shit.
Right.
You got nothing better to do, man.
Took a deep breath. Fuck out of here.
People trying to learn and get edified. You know, writing down scriptures. Guys building themselves up. Then they gonna go do a lesson. Somebody might do a response. Who knows, man? But this is top shelf information, man.
Come on now.
All right? Top shelf, man. Top shelf knowledge.
Come on now.
This is knowledge high above any university you can go to, man. All right? Evidence of that was how I clowned them down state's attorneys in their own court. Highly educated. Right? Probably from Harvard Law.
Right.
Right? Got clowned by a nigga in a green garment. All right? Bring it out, bro.
This is Psalms 60:4. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. Salah. Hey, that's what the Lord has given us, man. He's given us a banner. He's given us the truth. And now this truth has reached unto the gates of the nobles, man.
Yes.
All right? So this place is done, man. All right? That's what's going on right now. Hey, right now, Esau Edom, he's scattering. All right? His counsel is being carried out headlong. And they're running out of time, man. That's why they're getting all sloppy right now, man.
Yeah, and we look forward to this. So like I said, at first I was angry. And then I got happy because I realized that it's what we've been sighing and crying about and teaching about is actually here. And so all the scoffers are about to learn the hard way that they gonna wish they hadn't scoffed. Let us say every idle word.
Every idle word. You shall make it
Every idle word, because they're getting ready. These are the last few days of so-called normalcy. Something's getting ready to happen, and I tell you, one of them we know, them ports not opening up on Tuesday. Scoff at that, laugh at that. All right?
You don't get what you need.
None of these, so yeah, these ports are not going to open up, man. From the northeast all the way down to Mexico, nothing's going to be getting shipped, man. And look, in one day of a ports being shut down is 7 weeks.
Yeah.
We feel it for 7 days. We're 7 days behind. So when you go into the store trying to get the meds, trying to get the certain brand you like, or tampons, or certain brand or whatever it is that you like, all right, it ain't gonna be there, all right? So for every day, and so this thing is indefinite. The man said they gonna strike until they need to.
Yeah.
He said it could be weeks, months.
Yeah. They want a 70% raise.
They not budging.
They not budging. They want 70% raise, man.
He said we worked through COVID.
Yep.
We were sick. And while they made everything keep going, man.
Yep.
So they mad.
Yep. They say these these corporations, they're making record profits ever since COVID. So they're like, well, shit, y'all, man, CEOs are becoming billionaires, multi-millionaires. So they're like, shit, we want a bigger piece of the pie.
Yeah,
now.
pass that shit down to the workers.
Run it.
All you doing is walking around with a suit,
Right.
with a dick hanging from your neck. That was a necktie.
Right.
It's a phallic symbol. Those of you, yeah, exactly. For those of you who don't know, when you wear the necktie, it's really a representation of a penis.
Yep.
All right. So right. Or and if it's a bow tie, it's a set of balls. So you're a straight ball chinian. All right. But yeah. So this guy just walking around with a suit and a necktie.
Yeah.
He ain't sweating. He ain't got no splinters. He ain't scuffed his knuckles.
Right.
He ain't done nothing. He ain't lifted shit. He ain't done a damn thing.
Right.
All right.
Oh yeah.
He's right. He's sitting the down. Then he take long ass breaks.
Yeah.
You know.
Hands soft.
You know,
Exactly.
Eating at a prominent steakhouse for lunch. You know what I mean? He's got fucking Italian leather fucking dress shoes look like butter. All right,
Yeah.
fucking $1,000 tuxedo on, man. This nigga don't do shit but be in meetings all day.
He got an entertainment allowance.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So when people come in, he take them to the best
Right.
quality restaurants and shit. This nigga, he first class every week, wherever he goes. Sometimes a company jet. How much money does it take to fuel that motherfucker? But yet, all these people out here, the workers, all right,
They're suffering.
they're workers, man. The workers are suffering.
Yeah, I got something.
You held back their money by their wages by fraud.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, James.
Go ahead, brother.
It's I'm gonna start at 1. It's James 5:1. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you."
Because there's getting ready to be a lot of rich people that are about to become regular Joes.
Yep. God. It says, "Your riches are corrupt, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and your silver is cankered. The rest of them shall be a witness against you."
And these niggas gonna throw your money back in your face. And they gonna be like, I don't want your money, I want your ass. Right? That's what it's coming to.
Yep. You shall eat your flesh as if it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. So all the wicked shit you have done, this is for your last hurrah. It's a wrap for y'all.
Yeah.
It says, "Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reached are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth."
Right? And that's the Lord of Armies, lock it, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
And so, and one of the cries is that I pray the curses on Babylon daily, sometimes twice. And I hope that everybody else is. And I hope that all you that are watching and not scoffing are as well, man. Put them curses up, man. All right? Because what I can tell you is that I was talking to a young man yesterday, and he was remembering his childhood and how fucked up it is now compared to when he was a kid. All right? Because he's 32 now, so he remember when he was 13, 14, 15. Right? And just that short 15-year period, he's like, the world all kind of, this shit crazy. And I'm like, yeah, young man, you're right. All right? He was like, damn, this shit, I never thought I'd see shit like this.
Yeah.
He said, this, you know, and he mad because he got little children now. And he's mad because every time he can't put shit on for them to watch. You know, because they disguise shit in cartoons. You got to be careful. The cartoons you let them watch on YouTube. Because they put all manner of it. You think, oh, it's a cartoon. It's got alphabet shit in it, demonic, witchcraft, all kind of shit, man. All right, this place is set to do evil, man. Evil is set in great dignity. Folly is set in great dignity. Bring it out, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call good, woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil.
Right.
That put darkness for light.
Like that video that's going viral with the girl trying to argue with the dude, talking about a man can have a child. It's called transgender. Google it. And he's like, a man can have a child, you can't. I can because I'm a whole bitch. And I'm like, that's the only thing you said that was right. I don't know if you've seen the video, but she's telling him Google it. So just because Google said a man can have a child, a man can make a child by placing his seed in a woman, but the child ain't gonna come out of the man. All right? So for you to believe that just because Google told you, and that's the generation that we're dealing with, and that's what he's talking about. They're saying they calling evil good and good evil.
That's right.
Everything's backwards and upside down.
Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
Yeah. They're wise in their own and their own eyes, man. And the Lord is gonna bring an end to their enterprise, man. Just when they about to fill their belly, man, it's all gonna fall apart. We got y'all precepts.
This is Luke 6, verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your constellation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn later.
Yeah, and you notice too, after Diddy went down, you ain't heard shit from all his rich buddies. They've been quiet. They've been quiet as hell. And then all of a sudden you had all these CEOs that were hanging out with Diddy. All right? What do we have? About 7 or 8 of them resigned? 30, goddamn. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of them same people is also on the Epstein list. All right?
Lucky Elder, if I may say, the only one you had, Meek Millions. That nigga, he's the only one that kind of said something, kind of. And then he got scoffed for the little shit he said. That wasn't enough, all right? If anything, Diddy should start telling, you fucking celebrities should start telling, this is the end, man. This is actually the end that we're in. We're in the beginning of sorrows, all right?
Bring it out, brother.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. Shit.
And think about it too. The impact that the workers not working gonna have on jobs.
Exactly. That's why they're
Because
gonna automate everything.
there's no food coming into the restaurants.
Right.
There's no supplies coming into the store. Walmart not getting, and now you beginning to see how everything goes together. The same way I figured out, damn, on the 22nd, the future pack, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, with no activity in my case, the judge closes it.
Right.
It says I have no authority. I'm like, wait the fuck up, wait a minute. All right, out of nowhere. All right, and then there's gonna be nothing coming into these stores.
Exactly.
So they're not gonna need these people.
It's Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. I start at 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when you shall say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Yep. And see, and then these judges, these CEOs, and things of that nature, they're insiders. They have inside information.
Yep.
Right? I think so many of them have retired. So many of them have cashed in their stocks, their shares. All right. So many of them. There's been a lot of CEOs that just got out. That just got out the game over the last 5-6 years. Stepping down. Right.
A lot of directors.
Taking their severance and just disappearing.
Yeah.
Even Christopher Green is on the island,
Yeah.
putting up videos every day about how that place is going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Get out. Pact,
He's on
leave
the
the
other
big
side.
cities.
Yeah.
He on the island,
Yeah.
telling you to leave the big cities.
Yeah.
I'm my survivor kit.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett like offloaded
Yeah,
hella of his
survival
stock,
kit.
his portfolio. Like y'all done fishing it.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be a tycoon when it comes to that type of shit.
Yeah. So when you see that kind of activity with these rich men, the beginning of them howling. And we're here.
That's it.
We're here, man.
That's it. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. When the keepers of the house shall tremble, and those are your economists, it says, and the strong men shall bow themselves. This is just what the elder was talking about. Rich men, wealthy people, they start to bail out, bend the knee, unalive themselves. It says, and the grinders cease because they are few. It means no job.
Yep.
All right?
Trucker, I got a ride from an Uber driver last Sunday, and he had his own trucking company. Now he's driving Uber. We started talking about this, and I talked about the shutdowns and the trucking company shut down. He just got quiet, and he looked up at me in the mirror, and he said, I just had to shut down my company. I'm trying to sell all my trucks.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, it's my stepson trying to sell his truck.
Yep.
And I told him about 4 years ago that that the trucking companies are not going to last.
No.
Right? And now it's here. It's all happening, man.
Because that's the first thing niggas do, man. I'm going to go get my CDL, man. All right, hey, that shit's over with, bro.
And it's over with. And then Jake scamming. Because what they started doing as far as the local stuff, Jake went start buying and renting box trucks.
Right.
They buying and renting box trucks, which you don't need a CDL to drive.
And they insure it.
And then they taking it, they fucking the game up for the truckers. Because they hauling loads back and forth across the city for shit compared to what, right. Because you know when a trucker was getting 5, 10, 15 grand to do something, you know, Jake doing that shit for 4,000 or 5,000. Right. And the company's like, hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah, good job, my man.
I got some more work for you.
Yeah.
That's where we at
And
now.
it's cheaper maintenance on them, and it's cheaper to take care of them.
Yeah.
Half of them, they just a big-ass diesel engine. The guys that got mechanic skills, they fix their own shit right back on the road.
Right. It's already insured.
Yep.
In the country, man. All right? It says, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, meaning ain't no good news. There's no hope for a bounce back, man. All right? That's where we at right now. Because with this strike that comes, that's going to further kill the trucking companies. That's going to kill a lot of jobs. That's why they're going to bring in the fucking robots. The robots ain't going to need a raise.
Yep.
The robots ain't going to need a union.
Need a day off.
They gonna need a day off, man.
And traffic gonna thin out too. So I've noticed over the last couple of months, at certain times of day when there be heavy traffic is not as heavy. Traffic is usually heavy on the weekends on a really nice day when everybody's trying to come downtown.
Right.
But on the regular days, when it's usually heavy traffic is starting to thin out.
Good.
There's a lot of people not working.
Good.
Right? About 4 or 5 days ago, I think it was 75,000 people lost their jobs in one day. That was just one day. Right? You done have hundreds of thousands of people have lost their jobs over the last couple months, man. Well, how many did Amazon about 3-4 months ago let go like 80,000 people? Or something like that. Right? And now UPS. And also, everybody's downsizing. Why? Because they're going to bring in the AI. And then everything that we're talking about, as far as the new future pact, all right, it's going to be connected to your travel.
Yep.
And it's going to be connected to your medical. Yep. And it's going to be connected to your finances.
Beast
And they're going to, and then they're going to set up, that internet, that system, that point system.
Social credit.
Social credit score. All right, so if you say something they don't like, you know, now you can't go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
You can't get on the plane.
Yeah.
You can't, that's what's coming.
Yeah.
That's what just happened. Why you guys were worried about fucking Diddy, about whatever come out. Everybody came on the hair and said about Janet Jackson, you know. I guess Janet Jackson said something about it.
She wasn't black.
And she clapped back on what she told. Well, that's all she said?
That's all she
Well,
said.
she told the truth.
Right?
Exactly. Stop trying.
Exactly.
And then, like I said, there's a bunch of dumbass niggas that support her.
Dumbass.
I mean, they really are dumbass. They them Danites for real. Right? Dumb ass niggas. Right? The tribe of Dan. D-A-N. Right? No Dan ass. Right? You supporting Kamala. You really truly are one of them, the tribe of Dan. So we say that we literally mean dumbass niggas. All right? That's what we are, man. Because it's her, and the way they open up the border, everything that's wrong with America can be connected to the Biden administration. All right, and the Democratic Party, man. And I don't give a damn about politics or the Republican Party or any of that. But that's just the truth.
Exactly.
That's an inconvenient truth. All right? Okay? Yeah, those are brothers out there.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. You go down the Gold Coast, everything's for lease. There's no stores anymore. Amazon smoked all that shit.
You just start walking up Wabash.
Yeah.
Start walking up State Street.
go.
Start walking down Clark, start walking down Michigan Avenue. All you're gonna see is a whole bunch of wallpaper pictures covering windows that used to be placed in stores and shit.
For lease.
That's all you're gonna see is for lease. A lot of these gigantic buildings that used to be full of people going in and out of them every day, going back and forth to work. The damn commercial real estate is basically crashed. It's dead. And all those loans are due. They don't have the money to pay it, man.
Right.
So that's another problem. It's problem on top of problem on top of problem. America will not be healed. And I promise you, from this point on, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse to where it's going to get to the point where anyone who's scoffing is going to be forced to be, even if they don't admit it out loud, they going to say, damn, them niggas was right.
Them niggas was right. Them niggas was so right.
I ain't CPK. TMS was right.
No, they ain't going to say it.
No,
They'll say it among themselves. Are the ones who leave. All right?
No, I was talking
Niggas
about
who throw down the PK. We ain't with that shit no more.
No, Elder. It was
PK Club.
They actually said it. They did say it once.
I forget which one it was two. It was two fucking goddamn ISUBK guys. They said it.
Damn.
They said GMS was right. It was a while ago, man. You know.
About the MOTB? Because that's what
I
all
believe
this.
they were actually talking
That's
about
what
this.
this is all leading to. You got to go back.
I remember
that. I remember that. It was the most
Yeah.
Yeah. So there it is.
But I'm still, just so we know for certain, man.
I seen the video.
Well, everything we just spoke about is all connected to the MOTB. Let's do that through the MOTB, they're gonna know the status of everything.
Everything. Right.
All right. Everything that we just spoke about is gonna be connected to that.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Something that's inserted, and when they insert that thing, they're gonna know how much money you have in your bank account. They're gonna know your criminal history, your medical history, your education level, everything.
Everything.
They know everything about you.
Your whole digital fucking footprint.
And they
everything, man.
Your digital footprint. So they're gonna know whether you were for this system, if you were to take the Diddy lube and bend over, or you were the Diddy no.
Right.
They're gonna know that they're break. If you was, hey, I ain't with all that shit.
Right.
What they gonna know is if you get along with the guy.
Right.
Get down and get along, whatever the fuck however you say that same
Every search.
Bring on to get along.
Right. It says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. Again, no jobs. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. That's the whole shit with Diddy. All these motherfuckers, the whole music industry is getting ready to be exposed completely. All right.
Oh yeah, what are they?
Meanwhile,
the whole entertainment.
And meanwhile, the small hats were responsible for all that wickedness. Yeah. Nobody talking about them. They're the one that pushed, sexy reds and my neck, my back. You know the words.
Yeah.
They the ones that push that shit. Every lyric gotta be your bitch.
Yeah.
His bitch.
Yeah.
Right.
Our bitch.
It can't right. Nigga, that ain't your wife, that's our wife. Because they promote adultery, they promote drug use, they promote murder, they promote theft, they promote scamming, they promote all that in the music, and it's the small hats that's behind it. All right, it's the small hats that's behind it, and yet they're getting away scot-free. They set the mousetrap for you niggas.
This is Sirach 23:8. It says, the sinner shall be left in his foolishness, both the evil speaker and the proud shall fall thereby.
Bring it down.
That's what's about to happen, man. The evil speaker, Esau, the one who controls every media station, every radio station, every news network, basically. Shit, YouTube too. They control YouTube, all these other platforms.
They love to put a little nappy-headed, dread-headed nigga acting a fool, all on the news. He's been brainwashed his whole life, all right, listening to nothing but, murder music.
Right.
Murder music, adultery, drug selling, murder, drug selling, adultery, murder, drug dealing, adultery. He's been programmed.
In Spanish too is the same thing.
And great, and that damn cartel music. It's the same shit. And I'm listening to them love songs, them ranchero songs, the Escalade songs, and they all about fucking murder and adultery.
Look, hey,
it's like, what the fuck?
It was me and Natazaki. Me and Natazaki were eating tacos one time, and we're by my house and shit. He's like, see, bro? He said, that's why I can fuck the Mexican music. And these motherfuckers are talking about love. I'm like, sir. My buddy's singing about him desiring another nigga's wife. He said, Natazaki's like, and I hate these niggas. He said, these niggas ruin everything.
There you go. And I guarantee you that whoever owns the producing company and the record company that Spanish song was produced through is some small hat, one of the big numbers.
Everything is the same. In Mexico, basically the company that makes the telenovelas had a book. where they had all the entrances and what it would take to do the banquet. So before they said you were protected from the fire. Going back to the book and they would get younger. And basically the same back book, the same back views that they have, the counseling couch, all that they have in mix. That's how you know Esau rules the world. Because he took that same blueprint and he took it all over the world. All that shaming, all the rituals, all that, he does that everywhere. Mexico, Nicaragua, Venezuela, wherever you name it. It's at the cost of your soul. That's why the scriptures say, what shall a man give, what shall a man receive? He shall give in change of his soul, because really that's what it is. It's about the breaking of your soul, not about the money. Money can get printed, man.
Clearly.
Oh, that's it. Wait. That's his amount.
Exactly, and that's what they
That's
would
all?
do.
Okay.
Right. Because you're broke. You're like, even the rappers, even right now when they're all ousting each other, like, well, I had to do it because that's what got me by. I had to do that in order for me to eat. That's what I had to do to feed my family. They give you all the same sob-ass story. I compromised myself because I was hungry. Esau knows this. That's why he does it, man.
That's his price. That's his price. That's all.
He's like a little carrot? Fuck, I'm not even a whole carrot.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I got a precept back up, Ariella.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And the scripture tells us the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And Esau Edom is the border of wickedness, pursuing the Malachi the first chapter. So all, like I said, like the saying says, all roads lead to Rome. That's the same thing, because Esau Edom is Rome. He ruled Rome, man. So any confusion, doubt, depression, any evil or wicked thing or something that was right was perverted, it always go back to Esau Edom, where the chiefest of them being Amalek, man, who's currently in the land of Israel, man, who's going to be bombed and obliterated according to prophecy, man.
Back him up. It's Proverbs 23 and 1. Yes. Proverbs 23 and 1. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite.
Meaning self-control. All right? Hey, these people they have no self-control, man. They're fully given over to the flesh, man. That's why they're going to bend the knee when this man really comes with this great reset, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat.
Right. From the rappers to this UBI that's coming, to all the benefits that they're getting ready to throw at people because of the lack of jobs and opportunity and all that shit, man.
Yeah, and they don't even throw their women at you, man.
No. At least
All
not the fine ones.
They'll throw their women at you, man. No, they'll throw the fine ones too. They'll throw their women at you, man. But let me yeah, because I mean that bitch wicked, but that bitch is bad on the physical, the physical. All right. This is just talking about Amalek, Numbers 24 and 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. All right, and he's also going to be shamed. He don't just perish. All right, Amalek is going to be out. Man, he been fronting and claiming to be what he is. All right, and it's going to be, so not only is he going to be destroyed, and his plans are going to be, somebody get, is that Job 18th chapter, I believe? Yeah, the whole chapter shit. But not only is he going to be defeated and brought low, and when he's about to fill his belly, somebody can get that too. He's going to be embarrassed. You know, the shameful spewing that's upon his history, man, upon his lies. He's being shown to be a fraud and a liar. And the way that they all walked out of the UN meeting.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah. When Habibi started speaking.
Right. The way they all walked out on his ass.
Benjamin
That was beautiful, man. Yeah. And he's right. And so B.B. Milkowski, all right, you know, because B.B. Milkowski, also known as Netanyahu, they clowned him. They clowned him, and he walked out of there embarrassed, man. All right, they shamed his ass. Yeah, they were like, he started talking. They
got up and walked out.
They clowned his ass, man. And he on the stage, like, you know, still trying to talk. You know, talking all that bullshit. Showing, talking about the curses and the blessings. No, you know what? You know what we want to hear? Why don't you talk about Ezekiel, the 36th chapter?
Right.
All right, something that all the religious orders, the Christians and the Judaism people, duck and dodge. They'll talk about the prophecy, you know, the prophecy of Esau.
Right.
You know, Esau is Edom. Edom is America. You know, I said the rabbis be clowning you white Christians, man. They condemning the shit out you while y'all support them. While you about to send your sons and daughters to go die for them. Your sons to die, your daughters to get gang raped and then die. All right? You sending them over there, and that's exactly what's gonna happen to them, man.
But it's always the serpent eating itself, man. All right, then, hey, as it's written, Satan cast out Satan, how shall his house stand? How shall his kingdom stand?
Okay?
Who got it? If I ain't got it, I got this Habakkuk 2:16 that the elder called for. All right, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee.
That's your Howard shot, man. The Howard shot come and put the flops on you, man. He gonna catch you with them uppercuts, them overhands, the damn flying tie punch. Your Howard shot's coming to beat your ass, man. All right, and put you into subjection. All right. That's what he's the Lord of Sabaoth is about to send the ultimate warrior, man. All right. You gonna run to the ring and gorilla press your ass. All right. Go ahead, brother. Keep reading. Some more to that.
And shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Right, so shameful spewing is upon thy glory, man. I don't know that Ishmaelite's name. I got to do part 2. When he said, what was the video? Was don't be hostages to Western history because it's false. All right. If you haven't seen that video, I highly suggest you watch it, man. This dude clown Esau, man. All right, but he gave you nothing but facts and factual history for the most part, except when it comes to how he want to always call Jake Africans when they know, when the Muslims know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Ishmael knows that we're the Hebrew Israelites. They fucking know, man. So for him to keep talking about African American, all right, he knows. That's how you know he only has enough freedom to say so much. All right. That guy, that Ishmaelite, all right? But you know, he got so much flavor that he might be Jake. Bring it out, brother. It's Job 20.
This is Job 20 and 23. 1 years ago.
Started, man. Shit. Yeah, we gonna ride that one out. All right, Is that 22?
I can start at 4.
I mean, Job 20. Hold on,
Job 20.
Let me get there. My shot.
I got it.
Trying for the wicked is short found. Start at 4 and then jump around.
Yeah, you can start at 4, brother.
This is Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Yeah, so it seems like they've been ruling a long time, man. And one of the main reasons why it seems like they've been ruling a long time is because they've lied about history. Because, see, the average dumbass American thinks that Esau has ruled since Rome. No, Esau wasn't. That Denzel movie that's supposed to come out in November that we may not ever get to see, all right, because it may be total chaos between now and November. But from about 300 AD all the way up to about 1492, Negroes ruled all of the West. And when I say West, I'm talking about the western portion of Asia that they now call Europe, right? Because you won't find Europe in the Bible nowhere. They were calling places by the names, right? Ancient names, but they never said Europe, right? That's an afterthought that came after the Renaissance, all right? Really, from the time of Johann Blumenbach, when he started that whole color scheme, black, white, and yellow, and all the other shit. When he came with that. All right, go ahead.
It says, verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever, like his his own dung.
So he like a doodoo ball, man. Fucking turd that get flushed away. And like we all, and ain't nobody ever turned around and cried over their shit. Like my precious shit. No, man, nobody cares. There was waste. You wanted it out of you. Matter of fact, you trying to wipe and clean yourself and make this shit go away like it never happened. You know, like a bro with another one night stand. Trying to make it go away like it never happened. Because you know they don't count. They don't count the ones they didn't have a relationship.
Right. They don't count those.
Yeah, they don't count those.
And they don't count the blowjobs. Let them count.
Right. All I did was blow him.
Right.
Yeah, he fucked my brains up. Literally. Yeah.
Yeah, you gagged and choked a few times and then swallowed some kids. Yeah.
Wasn't a real relationship.
That wasn't a relationship. You're right, but you got somebody attached to your brainstem.
For the rest of your life.
Right, for the rest of your life. Right. And trying to figure out why your child looked like this dude that you were never really with.
Damn.
All right? Go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
It says, verse 7, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found.
So he basically, the devil got loose for a small period of time. Somebody can grab that, which is basically from the Renaissance, from the time when Cristobal Colon sailed and came over here to America, also known as Christopher Columbus, and through him, you know, then the Renaissance and then so-called white man was able to get dominion back, get a portion of Europe, of Asia that they call Europe, right? He was able to get that, and then he taught a philosophy as if that's where they came from, and that they were only pale because they lived so high above the equator and all this other bullshit. He created all these lies to protect and hide who he was. All right, that's another reason why Shakespeare's spewing is upon his glory. Right? Because Western history is all lies. All right, we'll keep going. Yeah.
This is the book of Revelation 20:1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And that bottomless pit represents the land of Europe, and that chain is representing captivity or slavery, so to speak. Verse 2, it says, and he laid a hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And that dragon is representative of Esau, Edom, and you can get that understanding from Revelation the 12th chapter, because it said that dragon tried to devour Yahushua as he was born. Continuing on in verse 3, it says, and he cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more.
And that's where we are now. All right? Okay. Oh, well, actually, Salakia. Keep reading. Keep reading.
Deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled.
So that was that 1,000-year period when so-called Negroes ruled, you know, all of Western Asia. All right? All of Asia, including the portion they call Europe. Go ahead.
And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
And that's now. We're at the end of that season that he was loose, because the Bible clearly tells you that 1,000 years is just a day to the Lord. So Esau was loosed, and he came, and so basically a little over 500 years he's been ruling. And look how fucked up the world is. And look how destroyed and fucked up the world is. All right, the animal kingdom, everything, plant life. Everybody's sick. All right, nobody's healthy the way that they once were, man. All right, go ahead.
Revelation 20:7 now. It says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth.
So, that's the whole purpose of this devil coming back out, man. All right? You think it's for a benefit to the Edomites or a benefit to you niggas that follow this guy or any other nation that follows this guy? It was for your deception. The whole point of this devil coming back out, the Lord was going to use him for a purpose, man. It's really no good in him, man.
Yeah. And he also built him up and putting him up on this pedestal where everybody think he's high and mighty, just so he can destroy him. You know, it's like when you watch some animes, and the champion admires your fighting style and how powerful you are, and he wants you to continue training just so he can destroy you in the arena in front of everyone. That's pretty much what the Lord is doing, man. Right? He wants to clown Esau. You know?
Hey, but guess what? Hey, the Lord is doing it to E, man. Lebaki's father. Lebaki's father, man. Yujiro Hama. Hey, man. He wanted that man to get just enough so he can fuck his ass up. He wanted an actual competition. The Lord knows that this devil's not going to be an actual competition, but he's raising him up to that point to where
everyone else thinks he's invincible.
You can't stop E. You can't stop the white man. You got bitches, fucking the black bitch want to stop. Oh, you just want to be like, no, bitch, we don't want to be shit like this devil. We don't want any of this society.
And Romans the 9th chapter say, as he did
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, that my name might be declared throughout all earth.
Right, so the Lord raised him up and made him mighty, just so he can whoop his ass in front of everybody.
Right.
Y'all, oh, you, this the nigga you believe in? Smack, 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 smack. This nigga right here, smack, smack.
This your king?
Him, smack, smack. Right.
You not entertained?
Right.
Hey, Esau was that modern day
Pharaoh,
Pharaoh,
man.
man.
Stop me from smacking him.
Right, it's gonna be like the cartoon.
I ain't even started hitting him yet. I'm just smacking this thing.
Right.
Go ahead.
And I was just gonna say, in the same way you did Pharaoh, he's doing that to Esau.
Yes.
Because Esau is the modern day Pharaoh.
Absolutely.
We are in modern day Egypt today, man.
And he just succeeded to a certain extent when he pushed this future pact, because future pact has overruled the law of your land, and you're all about to find that out real soon. If you don't believe it, that's on you. But you're all about to find out. You're all about to find out, man. All right, go ahead.
Continuing on in that, or did you have more on that? Or you was good on that, Romans?
Nah, that was good.
Nah. Romans 20 and finishing up verse 8, it says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city. And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
There it is, man. All right, so let's get back to that Job. This is back to Job. You can read all the way to 14 to 15, and you're going to jump up to 20 to 23.
This is Job 20 and 9. It says, I'm going to start at 8 again. It says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor.
Yep,
and
we just saw a witness of that now. Little Edomite was trying to get a brother something. All right? They're trying to please the poor, man. They could get condemned by this truth, even when they're not sure exactly what you're talking about. But it's something in their spirit that make them stop, you know, and then they kind of, right? Then she's, you know, give me that don't fuck me up later. No, bitch, you catching it too.
You getting it too.
All right. Go ahead, brother.
It says, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
So he's too unclean. The scripture clearly said, who can make an unclean clean? No one, man. So Esau can't. If Esau stopped right today and started giving away their houses and their bank accounts, trying to and giving all the money and the land back to Gad, all right, giving all what they owe back to the southern kingdom, it's too late. It's too late because we at the end already.
It says, verse 12, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue.
Right, it's the future world pact.
Right.
They think child support. They make things sound like they're a noble cause, But once you understand the wicked inner workings of what's going on behind it, and see, people don't understand the Title 4D, the things that go on behind it, and how wrong it is. They hear that name, or like people who oh, well, Black Lives Matter has got to be a good thing. No, it's not. All right, it's not even a black organization. It just has a black name.
And
all right,
they're stealing all their money.
All right,
They got mansions and everything.
go ahead.
It says, verse 13, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat is in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of asps within him. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai shall cast them out of his belly.
Yep. So you know it's like when the wide receiver catch that pass, and then he caught it all sweet, and he turn around and get blasted.
It's not bubbles everywhere.
Right. He turn around, think he going somewhere, and he coughed that shit up. Boom, man. Right. And he on his ass. Snot bubbles. Stars. Right? Yeah, man. That's what's about to happen to Esau. Right. He got one juke in. Right.
I get this precept real quick, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
This rock, also known as Ecclesiastes 10 and 24. Great 23. It is not meet to despise the poor man that hath wit understanding. Neither is it convenient to magnify sinful men. Great men and judges and pontiffs shall be honored. Yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord. And you heard it, like the scripture says, from the greatest man that feared the Lord. They gave a testimony how Esau continually lacked and how the truth continually come out week in and week out, man. And Esau Edom downfall is evident, it's clear. Just off that testimony that the elder shared, starting him.
Yeah. And when you understand what's going on, you see it. Matter of fact, start at 20. Go to 27. Somebody hold Isaiah 34 and 8. We're going to wrap it up after that.
This is Job 20 and 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in strength.
So as soon as he gets this thing going and get this chaos going, he needs this chaos in order to implement his plan. Right. And this chaos is going to be so beyond him. When he finally gains control, which is after a lot of death, right? When he finally gains control, he's going to offer up the solution. And so as right as he's about to implement that, and starts to implement it, that's when Yahweh Shai gonna smack his ass up and run his pockets. All right? You get to run his pockets. Like they used to call it when I was a shorty, peon patrol. And then when you see Jake trying to get on the bus before he get his pockets turned inside out. And it was usually folks that was doing that shit too. I hate them motherfuckers.
It says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
That's your worker. That's your worker. That's your laborer. You know, the people that are pissed off that they just really working just to pay bills, man. The people that
these guys that are about to strike.
Yeah, they about to strike, man. You know, real soon they're gonna turn against world powers, government agencies, and
that sheriff just killed that crooked ass judge. He actually he judged the judge righteously too. Yeah. And guess what? People are getting behind him. He's not being condemned. As a matter of fact, they're trying to keep that story on the low. You know?
Free came for last week.
And most of the men, that hear the story, they all agree with him, including other law enforcement. They're like, yeah, I probably would have did it too. All right? But in case you didn't hear the story, the judge, this was once his bailiff, this sheriff. Right? He knew this dude for 30 years. All right? And he went to his chambers and put 7 in his ass. Completion. Completion. Because it turned out that the judge was supposed to be a man of the law. As you see, these judges are crooked as fuck. they're part of handing over the power that they're supposed to be judging over into a foreign entity. Damn, hiccup, see. But it turned out that the judge had SA'd his underage daughter. And she was pregnant. So the girl was like 15 or 16 or something like that. And he didn't, and it wasn't no willful thing. The judge took it. All right? And so they tried to hide it, and as soon as the sheriff found out, he walked in there and he told everybody in there, I need to speak to the judge alone in his chambers. Everybody got up and left, and all you heard was pow, 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 pow. 7 shots. He didn't miss one. Right? Then he put his gun down, boom, and they took him. All right? And a lot of people are saying he's a hero. And there's a lot of corrupt people out there, supposedly judges.
Yeah.
And the one that was proceeding over my case, she's one of them. And she a nigga woman. All right?
It says, verse 23, Job 20 and 23, when he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yep. So as soon as he establishes what he's doing, the Lord gonna see, because right now, them left-hand side demons is still telling him to go ahead and fight that match.
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Got it.
He in the gym. And he's like, yeah, you got this, champ. That guy's, you got this, champ. Don't worry about it. He gonna go in there and get faded. Right?
It says, he shall flee from the iron weapon. Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gouge.
ICBM missile.
Those are ICBM arrows flying from one end of the earth to the other. Read.
Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him.
So ICBM fire is not blown. All right, go ahead.
It says, it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity.
That's through these videos. All right, and even other people. His own people are revealing. You know, what's my man with the be wearing the Dobbs, all cool and shit, the English accent. George Holloway, Danny Halfon, the couple, the redacted couple. All right, you know, yeah, your man Cliff and his wife. Christopher Green.
Gerald Salente.
Gerald Salente, we think he Jake.
Yeah.
Dabu 7, we believe he Jake. But nevertheless, all these people, man, Lisa Haven, the list just goes on and on and on, man. The SGT report, all these people have been revealing, man.
Right? It says, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
Everybody's turning on America and Amalek. The earth is rising up against them. They're all looking to side with bricks now. Okay? Somebody get that Isaiah and we're done.
Isaiah 30. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
And Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. And Edom are the so-called white people. Read.
The sword of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness.
Proving that the Lord don't love everybody, man. That's a church lie. That's not scriptural. Read.
And with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
All right, so basically, Edomites are basically the sacrifice for the fire of the Lord, man. All right, wherever they are in the earth, read.
And the unicorns.
So even your nice little concubines, like, baby, it's been a good one. Run along. That's right. Hey, come here. Remember the good times. All right? It's over for them, man. Right? I see you on the other side. Go ahead.
And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
Right, so the argument about who really is Israel, you all about to find out the hard way real soon. That's
right.
All right, so with that, we're going to give all praises, all honor and glory unto Yahweh. Kwam Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah.